Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotforhealing.com. I hope you're doing really well. I'm still doing the fixed sign, so I have to do fixed water now, and the fixed water sign is Scorpio. So I'm gonna be using the Deviant Moon Tarot, and just like usual, I'm gonna be starting off with your finances and your money, then going into your relationships, and then going into your spiritual cards. So let's see what is showing up for the Scorpios. Your first card is the Star, and the next card is the Six of Wands. And your last card for work and finances is the Eight of Swords. I kind of feel for some of you guys, it's almost like your cards are saying be careful what you wish for because it may actually come true. The Star card with the Six of Wands may be saying that maybe some of you have been desiring improving finances. You've been desiring having a better position, being promoted, or maybe you've been working really well and other people are acknowledging you and saying, oh wow, like you're doing so good and stuff, and you're having a whole bunch of attention placed on you. But I kind of feel like there's something about this situation where it's causing more stress for you at the same time. But the Star card is kind of telling me that it is a good thing. And I think on some level, you did manifest this situation. It did come to you because there was something within yourself that did want it, that did want that acknowledgement, that wanted that praise, or that again wanted to see yourself in a better position. But now you're actually there. There's some worries and fears surrounding the whole thing. I kind of feel like maybe for some of you guys, you may actually find that maybe some of the people that are praising you or acting like they're happy for you may not even be as happy as what they actually make themselves out to be. Or maybe you're kind of thinking at the back of your mind, are certain people being two-faced towards you? Are certain people pretending that they're happy for you or trying to encourage you? But at the same time, you may not fully trust them or fully trust the things that they're telling you at this time. But it's kind of saying with that card that a lot of the things, or a lot of the worries are in your mind. A lot of the deception is in your mind. So for instance, people may actually be genuinely happy for you or genuinely wanting to see the best for you, but in your mind you may not be interpreting it that way. So it's kind of saying that this may be a time where you do actually have to take things more at face value. What you see actually is what it is. Sometimes we can, overthink things, and then we start to think, oh, what did that mean when that person said that? Or what did that mean when I said this and she made that facial expression? And I know how that can be because I have, even though you guys are Scorpios, you are dealing with a swords kind of air energy with that last card showing up, and that air energy can work for you in some ways because it can work for you in terms of seeing things clearly, having a clear and a truthful perception. But then it can work on the other side of things against you when you tend to sort of go more deep into over analyzing and overthinking and letting sort of that monkey mind get the best of you, and certain things start to show up, or you start to think certain things that aren't exactly the truth because you completely analyzed it to death. And so I kind of get the impression that it's saying, don't worry about other people that you work alongside so much. Things are okay, especially when the Star card shows up. The Star card shows that you are safe in your position, so other people won't have a huge effect on you anyways. So just don't worry yourself so much about all that kind of stuff. If you are getting acknowledged for the work that you're doing, just accept it for what it is. Just enjoy it. If you are getting a promotion, just enjoy the situation and don't worry too much about anything else when it comes to work. So yeah, let's see what shows up for those of you that are single. If you're single, you have the Temperance card with the Page of Swords with the Three of Cups. So what these cards are saying is that if you're not in a relationship, some of you guys may have been wanting to meet somebody for quite some time, and I think you have been patient in putting yourself out there. Like, it's almost like some of you guys might be thinking, oh, I'll meet the right person in time, that kind of thing. And I kind of get the impression that if you go out, or if you go are a part of some kind of party or social gathering, I think that there could be potential suitors around you, or you're just going to meet a bunch of very interesting people, and people that you can really have fun with, people that are your kind of people almost. Like, I just get the impression that you're going to be around other people that you find really entertaining and fun to be around. And the page of swords is saying that that you're going to find something that you've been wanting. That's how I was saying that if you have been single for a while, I feel like you can meet somebody in a social situation. You're gonna find essentially what you've been wanting, even if you haven't been necessarily seeking it actively. It's gonna become apparent to you. So yeah, that's the message I get. It's quite a straightforward message. Um, so I kind of, yeah, can see you connecting with somebody else. Yeah, so this could be a good time for you. um Scorpio, if again you socialize this month, I feel like it can have good results for you. So for those of you that are in a relationship, you have the Two of Swords with the King of Swords, Knight of Swords, I mean, with the Four of Swords. So you have a lot of swords in your reading. Three swords. Oh, I I feel like there might be arguments that you have with your partner. I kind of get the impression that the two of you guys are out at odds in some kind of way. And there's a stubbornness. Like, there is one person thinks they're right, the other person thinks they're right, and isn't really, no one is really being open to hearing what the other is saying. That's kind of what I get. And the Knight of Swords is like saying that it's like the battle continues. The battle of words continues, or the battle of wits continue. But the thing is that everything kind of feels stuck where it is. Like, if you look at these two, it's like they're stuck together, so they are together. So this could represent you being with somebody, but you and this person, you're not prepared to back down in some kind of way. Like, it's almost like a stalemate situation where it's like, okay, who can survive the longest, who can stick to their wits longer than the other person. And the Knight of Swords is kind of saying that there's more fighting to be had, or there's more of a dispute that is going on. And again, I feel like it's more somebody trying to prove a point versus actually trying to be reasonable. And so, but the Four of Swords is saying after a while you're going to be tired with all of this. You can't keep this up. Like, this is just taking too much energy and too much time. Like, after a while you're going to have to find some kind of resolution, because you can't keep this battling up. So it's gonna have to, somebody's gonna have to give in, or somebody's gonna have to say that, you know what, enough is enough. Because I feel like either way you're not gonna get anywhere anyways. It just kind of feels like a lose-lose situation if you're trying to have some kind of argument or whatever with your partner. So what I would say is, if there is any kind of issues that shows up in your relationship, and it can turn into an argument, I would say try to avoid it before it really gets into one, because I kind of feel like it's not going to end up in a positive way anyways, or nothing is really going to be resolved from the situation, other than you're just going to be frustrated and they're going to be frustrated, and then after a while you're just gonna both be like, somebody has to give up in this situation. So yeah, that's what I see for if you're in a relationship. And so let's go to your spiritual cards. And what your spiritual card says, you have the Queen of Wands as your first spiritual card, with the Four of Cups, with the Justice card. Oh, you have Justice card in yours as well, and as the last card as well. So I kind of feel like there's gonna be some feelings of being either despondent, or being kind of like not being fully involved in certain activities or certain things that's going on around you in August. I kind of feel like for some of you guys it could be a sense of either boredom or like feeling like things are just the same old, things aren't exciting, it's just feeling kind of stale for you. Or there could be a feeling of feeling left behind. Like I'm really drawn to the fact that there is a ship in this card and this person is just looking bored and throwing the cup off the edge. I kind of feel like maybe for some of you guys, maybe members of your family or friends are traveling somewhere and maybe you couldn't go for one reason or another. Maybe it was like work commitments, family commitments, or maybe you just couldn't afford it at this time, or so I kind of feel like there's gonna be a sense of disappointment with something that you either couldn't partake in, that would have been fun, especially with the Queen of Wands. Like the Queen of Wands is a vibe where, again, there might be other responsibilities that you have, other things that you need to take care of at this time. You might be too busy with certain other things. But the Queen of Wands is also a fun queen as well. Like she wants to go to new places and she wants to travel and stuff. She likes exciting adventures and things like that, but the difficult thing is sometimes you just don't have the time, or maybe you just, again, are consumed with other things. And so maybe the fun that could be had might not be had at this time. But the Justice card is saying that you have a choice of how you're going to look at things. Yes, you can look at things from a sense of disappointment, but you can also do other things that can cheer yourself up and make you feel better about certain things as well. It's like you can have a positive attitude towards things. It just depends on what you choose to do right now. Um, yeah, so it's like saying, the choice is really in your hands. Yeah, that's what I get for you. Yes, so peace and many blessings to you guys. I'll be seeing you. Bye.